couldn't sleep because my brain was just like Hey guys, it's me. I'm alive, I'm well. Well, maybe that's debatable, but I'm alive and I'm here and I'm back. I know it's been a very long time since my last video. I couldn't even tell you when my last video was. I'm not even sure Alex and I were legally married yet. Maybe we were, I'm not sure. We got legally married in February on the year anniversary of when we got engaged because we're getting married in Italy in September and we have to get legally married in the US at some point, so we decided to do that. Now that I'm talking about that, I feel like maybe I did mention that in a video. So if I did, please ignore that, and I apologize for repeating myself. If you're new here, my name is Olivia. I'm not normally like this. I'm a little bit of a hot mess at the moment. So I apologize, but my name is Olivia. I am autistic. I was diagnosed a few years ago as an adult, and now I make YouTube videos trying to bring awareness to females and adults specifically on the autism spectrum. And as I mentioned, I haven't done one of these videos in a while. Life's been a little bit hectic. I've been trying to plan a wedding. Alex and I went back to Italy to do wedding planning. We got an apartment in Italy, so that's been super exciting. And then just a whole lot of other stuff. And I've kind of been also just not in the mood to make videos. I get like that sometimes. I got another sponsor, which is once again BetterHelp. I haven't paired with them in a while, but I'm really excited to be back partnering with them, and so I thank BetterHelp for sponsoring this video. If you don't know what BetterHelp is, it's an online therapy company, and so basically what you do is you go to betterhelp.com and you take a little quiz and they match you with your perfect therapist. It's like matchmaking, but a therapist and what do I want to say, customer, and it's available worldwide. You get to text your therapist after you get paired with them, or you can do video calls, and it's cheaper than traditional therapy. You don't have to drive anywhere. You don't have to try to find a therapist, which can be really hard. So it's a really awesome company that I highly recommend, especially if you're struggling with mental health, which there's absolutely nothing wrong with. I'm kind of struggling with mental health right now, which is going to be the topic of this video. And so this video was supposed to be done in May, which we are still in May, but it's the end of May. and I've had like over 2 months to do this video, and I'm only now making it because of the topic of this video, which is why this all just kind of perfectly was like, this is the perfect video to make. So well, let me finish my BetterHelp. My brain is a little bit crazy right now. If you would like to try BetterHelp for yourself, I have left a link down below for a coupon for your first month of therapy. Okay, so the topic of today's video is the ability for autistic people to hyper focus. Now, this is a topic that I've wanted to do for a long time, but I just haven't. And to be honest, the reason I haven't is, I think I've talked about this in another video. It's because like the videos that I really want to do, I tend to like save, because like I want to savor them. Like I do this with food also. So it's like if there's like this one piece of food that I really want to savor, I save it for last, you know, of like I finish everything else and then take that one bite. I do this with videos, and this is one of the videos that I've done it with. But now it literally could not be the more perfect time, because the reason I am a hot mess right now, the reason I need some therapy right now is because of my ability to hyperfocus. So first things first, if you don't know what hyperfocus is, it's basically the ability for an autistic person to stay intensely focused on a certain subject. And that subject is very, very much more often than not our special interest. If you don't know what special interests are, I'll link those up above. Link a video of me talking about what autistic special interest is that you can check out if you want. But anyways, this video is going to be a little bit of a hot mess to resemble myself. This is why I look like this, because I was like, this video is just going to be raw and I'm just going to look like a hot mess. If you're new here, I don't normally look like this. Occasionally I do, but normally I'm slightly more put together. Am I usually babbling uncontrollably like this? Yes, I'm just a babbler, which you'll come to know if you watch my videos. But anyways, going back to hyper-focusing, oftentimes hyperfocus, the ability to hyperfocus, is viewed as a superpower for an autistic person. A lot of people in the autism community, they reference their ability to be able to hyperfocus as a strength and as, you know, an autism superpower. Now, I definitely agree to this to an extent, because the ability to hyperfocus has allowed me to do some super incredible things in my life. It has allowed me to become a sports journalist at like the age of 11. It's allowed me to get my dream job at the age of 18 without ever going to college. It's allowed me to start a successful business. It's allowed me to teach myself how to build furniture on my patio in my apartment in Los Angeles. It's allowed me to create a successful YouTube channel and be here with you today. It has allowed me to be extremely successful in like anything I put my mind to, because being able to hyperfocus allows you to kind of teach yourself things. It allows you to grasp onto things very quickly. The ability to hyperfocus oftentimes allows autistic people to be extremely successful in their careers and at their jobs, because we can hyper-focus on the task at hand and get it done very quickly, very efficiently, and correctly. And oftentimes that is like one of the selling points, for lack of a better word, of why employers should hire autistic people. And I've actually done a lot of autism panels. That was another reason I wasn't making videos for the month of April, because that's Autism Awareness or Acceptance Month, and I was asked to do a lot of panels, which was absolutely awesome. And many of the panels had to do with hiring autistic adults in the workforce, and that was always one of the pluses to hiring an autistic adult, was our ability to hyper-focus and be really great at whatever it is we're hyper-focusing on. So for this reason, hyperfocus is an amazing ability and something that I definitely love that I can do and wouldn't change it for the world, because if I didn't have this ability, I wouldn't be who I am today. However, I think there is a negative side to being able to hyperfocus that nobody ever talks about. I at least don't hear anybody talk about it. Maybe it is talked about, but I never hear it. So I'm curious to know if you've ever heard it or if you agree with me, because this is probably going to be a minority viewpoint, but it's something that I want to talk about, because the reason, again, that I'm a hot mess right now is because of the negative sides of being able to hyperfocus. So I've kind of been in a bad hyperfocus loop. It's like a death loop right now, which has prohibited me from making this video. It's prohibited me from doing anything else in life except what I've been hyper-focusing on. So what have I been hyper-focusing on right now? I have been hyper-focusing on finishing remodeling my kitchen, or my parents' kitchen. I'm living with my parents right now. Alex is too. And we have been since COVID. Anyways, not important. What is important, and it's a very long story, and y'all know I can't tell a short story, so I don't even want to get into the story, because this is going to be like a 50-hour video. But basically, way long ago, in 9 years ago, in 2014, our house flooded, which means we had to get the downstairs, had to get the carpets ripped out, we had to get some of the stuff in the kitchen ripped out, we had another leak under the kitchen sink, and so there was a lot of projects that need to be done in the downstairs of our house. Now, my parents, they like to DIY stuff, as do I, and they like to, you know, stay on a tight budget, as do I, as do most people. We're not rich. That'd be nice, but we're not. But the problem is that my dad is super duper undiagnosed, but super duper ADHD, unbeknownst to him, even though I've tried to tell him he is. Anyways, so he cannot finish a project to save his life. So again, remember that I said all this happened 9 years ago. I didn't even know Alex yet. And here we are, fast forward 9 years, and the downstairs, the kitchen is half done. We still have no carpet in our family room. Anyways, it's annoying, but it is what it is. I get to live here for free. And I've told my dad, you know, I can help you with this stuff, but as I feel like most parents do, they still view me as like I'm 12 years old. So I'll be like, Dad, I can help you with this or that. And he's like, oh, no. Like, I need to handle it, when I'm very well capable. I mean, I'm closer to 30 than, you know, 20. So anyways, I'm babbling. So how did I get into this hyper-focused death loop of finishing the kitchen, putting carpet in, and cleaning up all of the shit that we have outside, all of the old appliances from the kitchen, trash, junk, whatever? It's because I was left home alone. A couple weeks ago, both my parents and Alex left. Alex had to go home to Texas to take care of his mom, who had a small procedure done. She's fine. Thank the Lord. My parents went to Italy to do some work, actually. And so I was left home all alone. And as you guys know, I love being alone. And most autistic people love being alone. They need alone time to function. But so I had the idea that I'm gonna finish this dang kitchen because nobody is here to tell me that I can't. And so I became hyper-focused with finishing the kitchen. And so let's list off some of the things that I did. I had to stain the cabinets. I had to finish tiling the countertop. I had to finish tiling the backsplash. I needed to finish painting this windowsill and creating a new shelf for the window. I needed to install the sink, install the plumbing, buy a dishwasher, install the dishwasher, put handles on all of the cabinets. What else? Had to put in new carpet, had to clean up all the junk, had to weed outside because it looked like we were living in a jungle because we've had so much rain here in San Diego that the weeds are like 10 feet tall. So there was a lot to do. And I became so hyper-focused on finishing this before my parents got home. My parents are not home yet. They probably just landed in LAX right now and they're on their way, I'm sure, to San Diego right as I'm literally filming this video, and I'm so nervous that they're gonna come home and hate everything that I did and I'm gonna get in super big amounts of trouble. So I'm having nightmares about that. But anyways, so because I became so hyper-focused on finishing this project, and don't get me wrong, I had the time of my life doing this. Like, I'm a big DIYer. You guys know I love arts and crafts, and I've always wanted to tile. It looks so fun, and I never have. And so I was able to do all this because my dad has like all of the equipment because he was doing it himself. So he had the tile saw, and obviously I know how to do other things, and he had all the tile ready. I just had to put it together to match the rest of the kitchen because part of the kitchen was done. And so that's what I've been doing for the past 2 weeks. And I've been doing it since I wake up in the morning to like 10 or 11 p.m. at night. And during this span, I have forgotten to take bathroom breaks. I've forgotten to eat and take food breaks. I haven't showered. I mean, I have, but like literally like twice. I've couldn't sleep because my brain was just like, oh my gosh, like how can you be sleeping when we have more to do in the kitchen? Like, oh my gosh, get up. We have to do this and that and that. Even when I thought that I would finish something, I still couldn't take a break because my brain would find something else that needed to be done. Like, well, we could do this or we could update this, so on and so forth. I've made myself extremely sore because again, I don't know how to take a break. I basically have neglected to care for myself for the past 2 weeks because I have been so hyper-focused on something that I literally cannot think of anything else. There was things I needed to do the last couple weeks. I needed to finish sending out my wedding invites. I needed to order my bridesmaids' dresses. I needed to film this video. I needed to do a lot of other things, and I haven't because I have been so hyper-focused on this project. I needed to send emails. I needed to, what else? I should have seen friends. I haven't seen any friends. I have barely even texted them because I've been so hyper-focused. So that brings me to the negatives and like the cons of hyper-focusing is that when, at least for me, again, every autistic person is different, when I become so hyper-focused in something, I forget to do the basic things that I need to do to take care of myself and keep myself alive. I have basically survived off of cereal. And y'all know I love cereal. I normally have like 3 bowls a day even when I'm eating other things, but these past 2 weeks I've pretty much only eaten cereal and that's it. And so I have so much neglected myself because I could not focus on anything else because my brain was hyper-focused on a specific thing. So that is my opinion on why hyperfocusing can be bad. I'm the face of the negative hyperfocusing right now. I am absolutely mentally, physically, emotionally exhausted. I took a 6-hour nap today already. Today is the first day, it's Sunday. Today's the first day that I've tried not to do something regarding the kitchen. I've wanted to really badly, but I've really tried not to. Because there are still a couple things that could be done while my parents are driving down here. But basically I don't know when to quit. My hyper focus ability doesn't know when to quit. And I've become like this many times in my life. My ability to hyper focus on becoming a good kicker on my high school football team caused me to break my back because I didn't know when to stop and didn't listen to my body. I don't even think I had the choice of listening to my body because I just didn't even hear my body screaming at me going, you need to take a break, which is the same situation I did these past couple weeks. So I just couldn't take my brain off of what I needed to do. It's like, why are you sleeping when we have other things to do? I couldn't take a break to save my life. So while I finished what I set out to do, minus a couple tiny things, I mean, I finished everything in the kitchen, got the sink installed, all of that, got new carpet put in for the first time in 9 years. It's like incredible. I keep walking, I like rolling on it like a dog. I'm like, oh, carpet. Cleaned up all this junk outside that my parents had, took it to the dump. I mean, the house looks completely different. It looks amazing. Not to try to toot my own horn, but I think it looks great. Here I am, dressed like a slob, with my hair not being washed for days, probably like really baggy, dark circles under my eyes, being really exhausted, being sore as heck, and like just achy in my bones and my joints, having bruises all over me because like I'm not even registering that I'm like hitting myself, like not literally hitting myself, but like bumping into things. And so, again, while everything is done and the house is looking amazing, and hopefully my parents don't come home and kill me in the next few hours, look at the toll it's taken. So is the ability to hyperfocus incredible and amazing? Yes. But does it have its downsides? Yes. So I think that is it for the video, because that's all I have in my notes. Am I thinking completely clearly? No. So probably there's more I should say, but it's just not coming to me. And I've been babbling for 18 minutes. Woof. So I apologize for the babbling. But I guess I'm going to end this video with, if you've made it this far, which congratulations, you've made it through my babbling. If you not even just agree with me, but just do you also, or have you ever thought about the downsides of something that is usually praised as being so incredible? And again, I'm not trying to take away from how incredible the ability to hyperfocus is, because I absolutely agree with that. Like, I've had literally the time of my life these last 2 weeks being alone and doing this. Like, I've had so much fun. But there's obviously a balance that needs to be had that I cannot figure out how to do. So, I would like to know your opinion on it. Thank you so much for watching. Again, I'm so sorry that I've been MIA for so long. Thank you again to BetterHelp for sponsoring this a little bit hot mess of a video. But you know, I think it's so perfect for this video. Anyways, God bless you all. I hope you guys have been doing amazing. And thank you so much for all the support, even when I'm MIA. And I hope you guys have a great week ahead, and I will hopefully see you sooner than months down the road. So yes, thank you for tuning back in. Bye guys.